Hey, how you doing? My name is Art and welcome back to another video. I don't I thought I did a video last week, but I don't see it. So which means it was probably one of the videos that I accidentally I deleted accidentally, of course. I had about 30 videos on my laptop here. And I was like, I got too many videos on here. And I said, okay, let's delete them. And since I didn't really pay attention, I thought I uploaded it and there we go. Obviously not. So, if there is no video for last week, I'm sorry. I read majority of all of those books already, so I mean, I probably got maybe like 4 or 5 books left for the last couple of weeks. So, as you know, this is every week I buy comic books, and one thing is funny is that sometimes on YouTube, there's a lot of people on YouTube who creates videos. To some people, it's their job. For me, this is a hobby. It's a hobby. I don't get paid for this. I do this for fun. So what happened was, one of the social commentators that I watch, sometimes he probably put out a video that I actually wanted to watch, and he was talking about how comic books is a dying industry and how manga is outselling comic books. And he's using all the jargon buzzwords of like SJWs and virtue signaling. And to tell you the truth, sometimes a lot of comic book creators on Twitter, they talk about their political opinions like everybody else. But for some reason, the idea is that, well, if you don't like them, if you don't like what they're doing, then you're a bigot. Okay, I never subscribed to that theory. The idea I have is that some people say you're putting too many SJW ideas, too many liberal ideas into comic books. And to tell you the truth, sometimes I see it, sometimes I don't, and mostly I don't care. I read comic books because I like comic books. I don't care what a commentator, like, I don't care what a comic book creator or movie goer or whatever, or even your guys' political opinions. You have a right to express them, as I do. But the thing is that people, because they do that on a regular basis and to a certain extent, they feel that it hurts their products. And I was like, really now, really? Some people, like on one channel, Young Ripper 59, he always talking about, oh, tokenized characters. You take a character identity like Captain Marvel, and you give it to a black person, and she had it for like 20 some years. Then you take it away, you give it to another white person. I'm like, well, okay. Or like, for another thing is Captain Marvel. Oh, she's this. She's trying to show women and feminism, and I'm like, oh my gosh. Number one, in my opinion, Marvel is trying to make their own version of Wonder Woman, and she's the closest thing. Some of her books are she has a very lower print run, so a lot of her books do sell out to a certain extent because of a lower print run to a certain extent. But then again, what he was saying is that you go to Barnes and Nobles or a bookstore, there's these tons and tons of manga and very little for a comic book. And I'm thinking to myself, this is a guy who who claims he used to read comic books. But do you really? Do you really read comic books? Because if you do, you know what you're saying is slightly off. If I went into Barnes and Nobles, I like let's see, was it the last time I was in Barnes and Nobles like 3 years ago? The comic book section, they sell graphic novels, and not a lot of people gonna buy the graphic novels where you can actually buy the actual what they call the floppies. You could actually buy them at the actual store for the same price or less. So why would you? Why would you go? But manga is sold in trade paperbacks only, and there's lots of sections. But guess what? I don't see it moving. I don't see people buying them in droves. So what happened was, one of my stores I go to, he was like, he's like, oh man, I see you coming around here a lot. You want to have a pull box? And I was like, I was tempted to get a pull box. I really was. But it'd be for DC stuff only. So, but I buy more impulse stuff. So it was like, okay. And he was like, and so I asked him the same question. I said, hey, what do you think about manga outselling comic books? He goes, really? He's laughing his ass off. Maybe because like this guy who did this video, he lives in New York. Maybe that's how it is in New York. But then again, there's lots of channels that I watch here, and every week they do a comic book haul. One channel I watch, he buys 3 copies of every comic book that he gets. So you tell me, how is that dying? I don't know. But anyway, do you think the comic book industry is dying? If you think so, let me know down below. Let me know what you think. Or is just some guys who just want to make some noise on YouTube because he makes money off of YouTube if he doesn't get demonetized, but that's okay. But anyway, enough of that. Let me show you what I picked up this week. Most likely you probably seen these in everybody else's channel, and if you have, that's great. I seen them too. That's how I know what to buy. I watched on Wednesday. I watched Jim Mint, so see what he bought. So I said, okay, I know what to look for. DJ Links on Thursdays. Boom. Sometimes I get the Comic Vet. Sometimes I reach the Comic Vet stream on Wednesday nights or even Thursday nights. I said, okay, yeah, okay. I know exactly what I'm looking for. Jimmy G, new low budget comics and things. Zoe. Dang it. The name was on the tip of my tongue. Zoe and hold on a second. Zoe and Pop. Yeah, and I look at their channel, see what they got. That way I say, okay, besides my normal pool, I see what I can pick up. Okay, but anyway, this right here is Detective Comics 1048. I love this cover right here. Really nice cover. I mean, seeing all the pictures, it's like him looking at all, well, you know what it is. It's really cool. The Good Asian number 8 out of 12 or 10, I can't remember. Very, very good story. Very good story. This is kind of like the same kind of I'm trying to phrase it lightly, discrimination kind of stories that involved the Chinese during the 1920s and stuff like that. So, and the police officer is Chinese, so imagine him trying to do all that, do his stuff game. People like, why you, whatever. It's kind of interesting. Dark Hawk 5 out of 5. Okay, when they decided to bring back Darkhawk, I was excited. This is a new guy. This Darkhawk is different from the others. And hopefully this brings it home. Batman Urban Legends number 11. This is like an all mystical book, but the biggest thing for me is Ace the Bat Hound. I guess they're debuting or showing you Ace the Bat Hound. I don't know. So that's kind of neat. Star Wars: The High Republic, Eye of the Storm. The Superior Four, Doc Ock special. Imagine 4 versions of Dr. Octopus. Why? I don't know, but it sounds like a good story. Looks like a Devil Reigns tie-in. Scorched! The Spawn universe expanded. It is all interconnected. Gunslinger Spawn, right? I mean, Spawn's still cool, but right now Gunslinger Spawn is my #1 favorite of all the Spawns. King Spawn is like, okay, fine. But Gunslinger Spawn, I love it to death. King of Spies #2. The first one was really good. This one, I hope it lives up to the hype. Hawkeye #3. This is a homage to the Ronin. I forgot, was it New Avengers #30 something, when Ronin had all these people chasing after him. And after I saw, who was it? Gary B. When I saw his channel, he showed this variant. I said, I gotta find this variant. #3, Kate Bishop. I saw that. I saw it on. I was like, wow, that's nice. So, thanks Gary B for that one. X-Men Legends #10. Gotta love Mr. Sinister. Dr. Sinister. Gotta love Mr. Sinister. Robin and Batman #3, the last one. This story is really, really good. Very good. Kind of like not a Robin origin story, but a Robin before he became Robin story. This one comic, it sounded interesting, and I decided to get it on a lark, on a whim, and boom, it is engaging. Knighted #3 of 5. Really nice. Really fun. Now, this book right here, I don't know what's going on, but it was on my pull list and I didn't realize it. Because I thought, oh my God, I got to get this book on my pull list. It was already on in my pull list, so I must have requested it a long time ago, or it's a continuation of something else. Now, here's the funny thing is, my store usually have 1 or 2 copies extra. None. My second store, no copies of it whatsoever. Then my super backup store, no copies of it. It was on back order. So, Daredevil #1, Woman Without Fear. So, usually when something like that happens, that means something about this book is hot. Whenever something like that happens, that means something about the book is hot if I can't find it in my local stores. But then again, I don't go to a lot of stores in my store. I mean, true, I can go take a 30-minute drive to another comic store. I'm pretty sure they might have still some. But the thing is, parking there is atrocious, and I don't like going out there. Star Wars #20. Really loving Star Wars. Bounty Hunters #20. Really good. Very good. This story right here is really good. Dark Ages #4. Loving it. Loving it to death. And last but not least, Amazing Spider-Man #85. Now, yeah, that's what I got for this week. But that's not it. Couple mail calls. See, I try to do the mail calls with that because I know I don't get too much anymore. This comic right here, when I saw the cover, what happens on Twitter is called the spinner rack. The spinner rack is a device. It's basically a turnstile that holds books, and that's how comic books was back in the long like the 70s or early 80s. You go to 7-Eleven or a bookstore sometimes, or a candy store or whatever, and it'd be on a little spinner rack. You can spin around and you can pick up books. So what happened when I saw this on Twitter, every day said, okay, this on this certain day or this certain year, these are like the hottest titles or whatever. I saw it as I gotta pick that up. Look for it. According to the guy, it says it's a 9.2. I finally got it, and I was like, wow, this could be a 9.2. But I do love the cover. Captain America 232. That is a very nice cover. Very nice. Love it. 1979. Also, this next one is a book that I've been looking for a long time. I've been looking for this book for a long, long, long time. And it's a variant. And I've been, like I said, I've been looking for this for like 2 or 3 years at least. Since this book came out in 2018. Now, the funny thing is, when I saw it online, I didn't like the price that they were selling it for. That a lot of customers were selling it for. And, of course, I went to my normal places looking on, but there's thousands of books to look through, and I'm like, I can't remember the actual book name of it. I just remember what it looked like. See, I remember what the cover looked like, but I can't remember the actual cover, the number. So I was like, whatever. So then one day I was strolling around and I saw this. And I was like, okay, cool. Then I saw what it was about. Okay, now I'm going to show you. Now this is like from 2018. This is a slab. Okay, this is a slab. Now the reason why I say this is from 2018, look at the Death of Superman, the animated movie, which I have. And it's a really awesome movie. If you get a chance to see it, I would suggest you watch it. The fight scenes were so incredible. They questioned some MMA fighters about the action scenes, and they were like, "Wow, this is just gritty." They was giving it glowing responses. But then again, I looked up and said, "Well, you know what? For this price, I'll buy this slab." So, you ready to see what it is? Batgirl 25, the Jason or Joseph Middleton cover. Joshua Middleton cover, and he was making some really good covers back in the day. It's a 9.8. So this is a really cool. And like I said, I was looking for this forever. And I got this for a good price, even slab for a better price. So that was like, okay, cool. That was nice. I love that. 2022, I said I'm going to try to pick up some more. I'm going to try to get some more slabs. Either, combination of buying slabs like this, or getting some books graded for a change. Finally, just don't know which books. So, anyway, last but not least, I bought a Marvel's Legend. This is one legend I've been looking for a while. I've been looking for this for a long time. When I saw it, I said, oh, wow, that was awesome looking. But then all of a sudden, it was one of those kind of things where if you don't buy it, you got to buy it when you see it. It's in your mind, otherwise you forget it. Said I forgot all about it until I saw it in another store. So what happened was I went to this other store that I wanted to take Tailor Made Man. I wanted to take him there last time he was here, but we both got sick. We went to the Motor City Comic Con for 3 days straight, all day long, and I wanted to take him to the store, and I was way too tired, and I was sick. So I didn't get a chance to take him to the store, and he would have loved it because they probably would have had something he was actually looking for. But anyway, I found it there, and I said, I could probably find it somewhere else cheaper. I did. Today, I went to my third store, the Super Backup store, which I couldn't find anything to buy because everything was sold out. The stuff I wanted was gone. And I saw it. The box was damaged. which means someone took a lot of stuff out of it and it was kind of empty. And they tried to sell it for the same price that they normally would. So I said, screw that. No, I'm not buying that. I'm not going to buy that. Like, for example, right over there is a Doctor Doom. They have one. No, actually, tell you know what? Hold on a second. Okay. Oh. Yeah. Okay. I found this Doctor Doom right before COVID. Right before COVID hit. So I bought this right before I saw it. I said, I gotta buy it, and I did. Now what happens? This was at the one of the comic stores I had. This was missing, which is a build the Super Scroll. That was missing, and some of his arms. It was just like him with nothing else. And they tried to sell it for like $25. Ooh, dust. Dusty. Okay, that means I gotta dust my figures. And I look up, I was like, you know what? I'm not paying $20-something just for this. And nothing else. I'm not gonna pay $25. I might end up buying, now I tell you the truth, I might end up buying it just so I can have one. See, I have this mock mint on card. So I might buy the other one just to open it up and mess around with it. Who knows? But at the moment I said no. So this figure I saw was the exact same way. Obsidian Silver Surfer. With Mjolnir. I saw this at the store. The box was ripped all open and they taped it up and everything else. The Mjolnir was missing, his hands was missing, and everything else. The only thing that was in there was the figure. And they were trying to sell it for $25. Of course, I went to this other store, this toy store. I saw, yeah, I paid $40 for this, but I got it intact. The package looks great, no tampering. So if I do buy it at that store, it's just to open it up and do whatever and pose it around. But that's what that is. That's what I did. So sometimes, I mean, there were certain figures I was looking for that expensive. Like, for example, the Motor City Comic Con, there was a Amazing Spider-Man Marvel Legend. They wanted $80 for it. I was like, there's no way I'm paying $80 for this. No way. $40, okay. Okay, I'll pay it for $40, but not $80. Okay. But anyway, with that being said, that is it for the week. I hope you had a great day. I hope you had a great week. I have worked a lot. And today is Saturday as I'm filming this, but you'll see this starting Sunday. And I worked half a day today, and I'm kind of exhausted. And it's only 7:30. I watched 2 episodes of the Book of Boba Fett. Story's getting more and more interesting. Other than that, I've been doing okay. So hopefully you guys are doing fine. If you're doing good and everything's good in your life, let me know down below that everything's doing good. I'd like to hear from you guys in that. I'd like to hear good things about the people who watch the videos. So if you had a good week, let me know down below and give me a thumbs up or say, hey, yo, I had a great week. Hope you have a great week too. And, starting, this is another week. Another week, another time of another week, another time of trial and tribulation. But guess what? We wake up, we carpe diem that day, and we conquer it. That's the way how we are. If you think that if you think manga is outselling comic books, let me know down below. If you think the comic book industry is dying, let me know down below. Yeah, don't look at that. Don't look at this taco meat. Don't look at that taco meat. Okay? Now, with that being said, thank you very much for watching, and see you in the next one, which will probably be very soon.